Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Essence Connection for, what are we at? February the 6th. We are well into the energies of Imbolc and new spring energies starting to come up. Let me just turn this down for a second. And though it may still feel like there are mountains of snow to address, though it may feel like there is still frozenness and obstacle and challenge, and there are other energies which are starting to come through. And there's so much beauty in spring, but I have to say that I find the energies of February up until the spring equinox. In cycle 2, talk about this as being the gifts of the inner child, and the gift of the inner child is our emotional connection. And we're not so great with emotions, listening to what they have to say, not recognizing when they have been overlaid by shame. And so we're not just feeling what we're feeling badly for what we're feeling, or we're thinking that what we're feeling is telling us that there's something wrong with us. And then it just gets really muddy. The waters of spring that flow get very muddy. And I have to say, I'm feeling so much anger and despair in the world, and not just me. It's, and the anger is true. There are things to be angry about. It is hard to be in that energy all the time, isn't it? And I think it's going even beyond that with disbelief and incendiary. And so it's important to take these moments. This is partly informed by a post that I saw a friend of mine, and just seeing these destructive tendrils of righteous nationalism that come in. And so I'm aware of these feelings being around us, and how it is even more important to take these moments to connect in, to breathe into that place that says it's right to be angry. And how can that anger feed my strength and my resolve, not drown me in despair? We had her before. She's come up again. Queen of Hearts. So, doing it a bit differently this time, aren't I? I want to read her message. The Queen of Hearts is a benevolent spirit that resides in the inner workings of our hearts. Her energy is rooted in our arteries and pulses through our senses. Connected to the third eye, she also has a higher spiritual connection and tells us when we need to find a fresh perspective, one that is rooted in love, so we can open our hearts to what is really going on. Her messages have a dreamlike quality that usually holds a vision aligned to harmony. She will always steer you away from repeating the most fearfully charged outcome and co-creating a living nightmare. This card is a sign telling us to take a moment to open up our senses, to feel what is really going on. This will allow you to readjust your focus so you stop contributing to what you do not want. It struck me when I was thinking this morning that fear has a way of interfering with our ability to see humanity. Right? We're so afraid of what's going to happen to me, and I've worked so hard and I'm not getting what I need, and I'm just seeing everything that I've worked for being eroded away, and where fear lives in our hearts, the Queen of Hearts cannot reside. That's what the card is saying. And so this morning I invite you to breathe into your torso, into the essence, into the energy of that core truth that resides within you. Fear is the static which interferes with the signal of trust and faith and connection and love, and not to be spiritual bypassy about it, to be grounded about it. It's not like, oh, it's all going to work out. Things happen. Terrible things happen. Things are not always fair. But to lose our own humanity in the face of that, I think is the most devastating thing. So find that essence place. Breathe that up into the heart. And I'm saying all of this, I feel like I'm talking a lot today. I'm saying all this, full disclosure, I have been so itchy and scratchy for the past, I don't even know. These things that come at us, they are an energy that land in us. And so little things are irritating me. And that's part of the, what I find just comes up at this time of year anyways. We're just tired. But again, that's what Queen of Hearts is saying. Then I'm also contributing that energy to the world. Not in the grand scheme of things, but those little trickles. And it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be irritated. It's okay, all of those things. But we can communicate it from a place of powerlessness, or we can communicate it from a place of heart. And I will say, look to Minnesota. For both ends of the spectrum. The division, the fear, the control, the oppression, and the courage to stand up to that without becoming that. So, I wanted to do one other thing today. Felt like a heavy message. Seasons of the Witch in bulk edition. What is our spring message for today? As we are slowly coming out of the dark. Garlic. So it is unwise to walk beyond the boundaries you have yet to expand upon. Protection above all else. Protect and heart. Protect and heart. 3 deep centering breaths in. And may you have a blessed, safe, loving day.